Hello, kiddos. Let's continue our story here where the last time we saw that God planted a garden that was beautiful, a garden that had all kinds of trees, had some special trees in the middle, and surely had flowers of every color, trees that were beautiful. And it was just a gorgeous place he was preparing for, or he made for man to take care of. Now, something else about this garden we find in the next few verses. The Bible says in Genesis 2, verse 10, "And a river went out of Eden to water the garden." Okay, remember there was no rain. There was a mist. So things got some water from this mist that always came up and made them wet. But I guess trees and bigger plants, a mist isn't enough for them. They need much more. And so God had a plan. It says, "And from thence it was parted," this water was parted or divided and became into four heads. So one river that was like a spring, apparently gushing out, a huge spring gushing out inside of the garden, turned into four rivers. Okay, and then he gives us the names of these rivers. The name of the first is Pison, at least I think that's how you pronounce it. That is which compasseth or goes around the whole land of Havilah, where there is gold. Now we don't know where these rivers are today. Well, they aren't today because later on there was a huge flood that God sent and changed all of the ground. And so many of these things are no longer as they were then. But he still gives us the information so that we know a little bit about how it was. And the gold of that land is good. There is bdellium and the onyx stone as well. So the bdellium was a kind of rosin or that sticky stuff that gets on your fingers when you touch certain kinds of trees maybe. And then the onyx stone is a beautiful stone that there are all kinds of colors, but a lot of times there's some white and black circles that are very, very pretty. Anyway, beautiful, beautiful stuff. And then it says, and the name of the second river is Gihon. Okay, the same it is that compasseth or goes around the whole land of Ethiopia. We have an Ethiopia today. If it's in exactly the same place and all, we don't know. We have no way of knowing because nobody back then took pictures, okay? And then verse 14, and the name of the third river, we've seen two, this is the third one, is Hiddekel. That is which goeth toward the east of Assyria. And the fourth river is Euphrates. And so we have these rivers, the Pison, the Gihon, the Hiddekel, and the Euphrates, if I pronounce those right. Four rivers coming out of one that started there in that Garden of Eden. And so what is God telling us? Well, he's telling us that it was a beautiful, beautiful land. Whenever you go to a place that has rivers and trees and flowers, everybody understands that that is a beautiful, beautiful place. And so God made this perfect place for the man and woman to live and to worship him and to serve him and to take care of this garden. And here we have some of the details about the garden, and we can't find it today. The Garden of Eden is gone. It was erased. Later on, God made sure that no remnant, nothing is left of that beautiful, beautiful garden where man was first made and where he first lived. Okay, why does God tell us about the garden, about the rivers? Well, we're not exactly sure, but they're important. And back in the days, many, many years ago, perhaps people knew much better where they were and what they looked like. But today we don't. We just have to trust the Lord. He knows why he wrote it. He knows what it was for, and everything he said was absolutely true and absolutely accurate. So we can trust him for that. Okay, God bless you. Have a great day. Next time, we'll look into what is man going to do in this beautiful garden that God has given him. Okay? Goodbye.